Here is why 2022 taught me to say yes and why you should say yes more. Little backstory, at the beginning of this year in January, so January 2022, I was invited to go to Passion, a Christian conference, college thing. I just straight up said no, didn't even think about it, just said no out of fear. The conviction in my spirit was so intense and it got stronger with each day that they were there, and even my friend told me that she felt like someone was missing and she knew that it was me. After this whole event happened, I realized I just straight up say no out of fear, and that's when this goal for 2022 started to say yes. You also don't need a grand list of goals at the beginning of the year, because how are you going to do all that? Stick to a smaller list and slowly add on during the year when things are revealed to you, how my goal was revealed to me to say yes more. Notice I call them goals and not New Year's resolutions. First of all, I feel like goals sounds cooler. And I feel like resolutions is something that just comes and goes and it's a year. You know, it's just like, this is my year goal. I don't know. I don't like it as much. And resolution literally means promise. So you're promising yourself that you're going to do these things. And we're pretty bad at promises as humans. Now, sometimes there's bigger things that we're like, man, I'll never get this because I only have a year. No, you don't. Do not limit yourself, especially since you're so much more than that. Do not limit your mindset or your goals. Now, bigger things you want in life, for example, I don't know, a mansion, in-ground pool with a water slide. I do want that. That'd be very lovely. I would love to have that. Those are things that are categorized more into a 5 or 10 year goal list. They are not something I feel like you could get in a year unless you literally don't have a social life and want to live well, I guess you're not really living under a rock, but you will not have a social life. That's all I can say. You should always have a 1 year goal, 5 year goal, and 10 year goal. Oh my gosh, tongue twister. Right now we're focusing on our 1 year goals for 2023. The goals for this year of 2023 should be more of things focusing on like small little life changes, habits, things you want to change in yourself, more so than like bigger things like a humongous house or an in-ground pool, unless you're at that point in your life where you feel like you could do that. So we know I said no back in January, and later down the line started this goal of saying yes. And one of the things I said yes to was YouTube. I first started off making cooking videos over on a channel called Gracie's Cooking Videos. I have a big passion for cooking and baking, and that's kind of what started this YouTube journey. That channel later got turned into a makeup/fashion channel. We have It's Gracie, which didn't last long. Then we have the channel that you're on right now, which is Kylie and Joe. This channel started off doing vlogs and random little videos like that. And I tried to expand into more in-depth videos, focusing on just like one little topic. Like my Lost in a Corn Maze video, that was like we went to the pumpkin patch and we carved videos instead of just filming like random things throughout my day, vlogging necessarily. It still was vlogging, but it was like on a specific thing during that day, if that made sense. Another in-depth video I did was like this piece of candy's worth how much?
My lower jaw.
I think that's what it's called. And we looked through Sour Patch Kids and we tried to sell it. That was a very like in-depth one subject. That's what I kind of want to lean on and focus on more with these videos. And that video was actually the last time that I uploaded. Making YouTube videos is so much harder than I would have ever thought. You put so much time, effort, money into something that you get little to no return from unless you can really get kicked off or get big like that, you know? I've cried over this channel. I've questioned this channel. I have changed what I've done, my video styles, like 1,000 times, and I probably will continue to do that until I find my niche and what I really like to do on here. But my goal for this year with this channel, to make YouTube my job. How am I gonna make YouTube my job? Upload at least once a week and upload shorts and lots of little things like that. So I'm so excited about that, and that's gonna be such a good thing for this channel. So we know we said yes to this YouTube channel, but what are some other things I said yes to? What are some examples that I can give to you that will show you why you should say yes? What are some things that I said yes to this year that changed my life? Let's see. First, I said yes to a job back in April. Hey, like, I'll take the job. I'll take the job. Which I still have this job. I love this job. I love the people there. Having a job helps me a lot with depression and anxiety, and it got me out of it too. I've had this job for like 8 months now, and it's the longest I've ever kept a job. So you can tell that I actually do love the people there, love the managers, love the environment. So that's one of the things I said yes to, and it was actually really hard for me to say yes to that. I did not want to because the people there think very differently than me, but I prayed that I would be a light for Jesus. I literally prayed this before I got this job. That'd be a life for Jesus. I want to work somewhere where people don't think the same as me, so that I can share my opinions and we can like talk about it. And I want to see other people's opinions and their differences. And that's exactly what I got. So I actually really do love my job though, and I love hearing the differences between us, and I love teaching people what I know about God. Okay, this one's kind of random, but if a guy you don't know comes up to you and asks, "Are you ready?"
Hey, are you ready? Is it camera or video? It's video.
It's video.
Do you say yes or no? Because somehow I ended up in a Buc-ee's kitchen filming how they make their brisket sandwiches. Now, if I would have just brushed this guy off and been like, no, I wouldn't have an epic. Oh, if I would have just. That sounded like a turkey. What the crap? I'm out of focus. I'm in focus. If I would have just brushed this guy off and been like, no, thank you, I wouldn't have an epic experience to tell my grandchildren. I wouldn't have been able to see how they make their brisket sandwiches. I wouldn't have an awesome video that you can actually check out right over here if you want to. And so forth and so on, you know? Now, let me tell you a story of how saying yes can open up some doors, okay? Okay, so this guy I knew was a flight instructor, and I have never been in a plane before. So he wanted me and my friend to go on a plane ride with him, and he would fly us around. And it took everything in me to not say no, but my friends knew my goal of saying yes, and they kept me accountable for it. So that's why you need accountability buddies, by the way, because they will help you stick to your goals, and they did. So they helped me say yes to this, and I was terrified. And even though I was very scared, I did do it, and it was an amazing experience. And it was something so awesome that I'm so glad I did it. All this to say that if I didn't go riding in a plane, I wouldn't have got to hang out with this guy that night. Okay, all this to say that if I didn't say yes to this plane ride, I probably wouldn't have gotten to hang out with this guy that night that flew us in the plane. And this hanging out led to us talking more, and this talking more led into a relationship. And who knows, maybe we would be dating, but all I know is it wouldn't have happened as fast or on the right time, etc. Because if you say no or yes, that's going to affect your entire timeline, which is kind of crazy. So not only did I say yes to a plane ride, but I also said yes to a guy. That is weird. I'm dating someone. I'm dating a guy. Like, what? I have a boyfriend. Back off. I got a boyfriend. Like, seriously. I know I'm cute and all. As 2022 comes to an end and I look back and reflect on my year, I can't help but see how much saying yes changed my life. Not only my life, but my mindset too. My mindset changed knowing it's okay to have different opinions from someone. How can I ever share the light of Jesus if I'm always with people that think the same? God gave me my job for a reason. He gave me opportunities and experiences for a reason. As 2023 is approaching, it's already here actually. As 2023 is here, I challenge you to say yes more this year. Now, this is not yes men where you say yes to everything. You gotta know your limits and not become a doormat to people. But I do challenge you to say yes to things that you secretly want to do, but you're too scared to do. Like, those are the things you need to say yes to. Like, I did want to go on that plane ride, but I was too scared. But my friends did challenge me, and they remember I was trying to say yes, so I said yes. 2023 is going to be such a big year with such amazing things, and I know you're going to do so great. Now grab a pen and paper and write down your goals for this next year. Remember, your list does not have to be huge. You got to save yourself some room to add some goals later on down the line if you need to. We do not want to overwhelm ourselves with too many goals. I mean, heck, I wrote like, 6 goals this year or something like that. I don't even know how many I wrote. I barely wrote any compared to the past. Like, I usually write like 15, but this year I'm like, okay, I'm just going to limit myself to the things I really want, and I'm going to focus really hard on those ones. It doesn't have to be crazy, okay? You don't need that many goals. I mean, even if you wrote down 1 goal, I'd be proud of you, because that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. Now get yourself an accountability partner and tell them your goals, because they will make sure you say yes. That is for sure. So what does saying yes do? It adds experience, opens up doors, and challenges yourself. And that is why you should say yes in 2023. So right now it's the beginning of 2023, but when it's about to be 2024, what I want you to do is go in the comments of this video and tell me how saying yes changed your life. I'm excited to see them. Make sure to subscribe to watch this channel grow. It's going to be so good this year. Like this video if any of this information was helpful to you, and you're going to comment next year. So I'm excited to see it. Bye.
Again. More
Skechers?
That wouldn't go with the fit.
Yeah, it would. Skechers goes with everything. And I failed. Retry. This is annoying.